I went on a date with a millionaire and it was quite possibly the most terrifying night of my life. Like when I tell you that when I got home from this date, I had to take a shower to wash off the absolutely disgusting feeling that I had after meeting this guy. The story starts where all terrible stories begin, Tinder. I noticed one day on Tinder, I got a super like from this guy who looked like a Guido, looked a little creepy. I did not swipe right on him. I actually swiped left. But then later that evening, here's the kicker, he found me on Instagram somehow. I think maybe my Instagram is linked in my Tinder, and messaged me saying, hey, I saw you on Tinder. I'm really interested in taking you out. So anyway, we exchanged phone numbers, and the next day he called me and he's telling me all about his private jet and how he wants to fly me to Miami for a date, how he can't wait to take me out. And he's talking up a big game. Like this guy is super confident, like maybe psychopath level confident. And I'm thinking to myself, I wouldn't get into an Uber with you, much less a private jet headed towards another state. This sounds like the beginning of a true crime documentary, but I say, okay, you know what? If you want to take me out, I am a broke, struggling 20-something-year-old in New York City, so by all means. Tells me that he's going to take me to the steakhouse, which is like across the street from where he works. And side note, he owned a hedge fund in New York City. So dinner plans are set for like 6 o'clock, and he tells me, okay, I'm just leaving the office. In fact, meet me outside of my office building. So I'm like, okay. So I walk up to his office building, which is, I think it was somewhere on like Park Avenue or whatever. And I see him walking out and he rushes me and goes straight for my face and tries to kiss me on the mouth. And I immediately move my head and like laugh, like, are you for real? You don't know me. Why are you trying to shove your tongue down my throat? We walk like 2 blocks to get to the steakhouse, and he asked the host if he can take him to his table. So like apparently he owns a table at this steakhouse. So we go to the upstairs portion of the steakhouse and it is completely empty. This was already such a weird and awkward situation, and now I was gonna be sitting alone upstairs in a dark steakhouse with this strange man who tried to kiss me as soon as he saw me. Then all throughout the dinner, he is like trying to put his hands on me. Like he's telling me how he knows Donald Trump, how that's one of his best friends, and how he grew up poor, but now he's a billionaire, and blah, blah, blah. And at one point during the dinner, he takes his hand and starts to slip it underneath my dress. And that is when I slap his hand away. And I tell him, hey, I gotta go. I have something else I have to be doing tonight. So I leave the date. I get home. I immediately jump in the shower because I felt so absolutely disgusting after that date, after that man put his hands all over me without my permission. He could tell. He could 100% tell that I was uncomfortable. The next morning, he texts me and says this: I find it so rude that I take you out to dinner and you don't even thank me. How do you guys think I handled that? Because I think I handled it so badly, and it was definitely a learning lesson.
Ew, that's disgusting. That's actually trampy. Oh, to expose them, I would. That's disgusting. One, when you invite a woman out for a date, one, you not instantly kiss her. You don't even know her. You've been texting over social media. 2, it's her body, not your body. You do not put your hand all over a woman when she's getting to know you. It's disgusting. And 3, I don't need to that, sorry. It's disgusting. And 3, it's just vile. This poor woman, she goes through so much. Oh God. And how the nerve you had to say to her, like, oh, you need to say thank you for the meal. Why would she say thank you? Ew. That is disgusting.